Hello and welcome to this Flexline Media bonus coverage content. We've got Chase Card, final round at the 2023 ILT Southern Smash NZ National Champs. This one's just the final 4 holes of Chase Card. I saw that the scores were getting pretty tight at the top, so I ran out there with my camera and got a bit of action for you, so hope you enjoy.
Yeah, it was a good effort to get out there and catch the action right at the end there. There was a few people making a pretty big push from Chase, so have a look here. We've got Connor creeping right up there. He was actually, I think, out in the lead at some point in the final few holes. Levi as well, playing pretty well on an 8 down. Francis on an 8 down for the round as well, so pretty exciting stuff at the end.
And as you can see, tied at the top, we got Jay and Maxime. So a lot of action, a lot of movement coming through these final 14 holes.
Yeah, don't forget as well, 1 stroke behind them, Nate Perkins just sneaking around.
Hole 15, par 4, 191 metres, wide open. Just try and get it as far down towards that green as you can. Then pitch up into a fairly narrow stretch between the green and OB long.
Yeah, so pretty attackable. I'd say a lot of these guys are expecting a birdie on this hole. It looks like the conditions are pretty much perfect on this final day here.
This is Levi.
And so is that drive.
Absolutely juiced. He's down pretty much as far as you want to be.
Straight down the hedge. Nice fade into the centre.
Levi also representing Invercargill, so a bit of experience on this course. Here we have Joseph Berry representing Auckland now, previously Christchurch.
That's funny to say, but North Island lad now.
That's it.
Good to see him back on the coverage.
No stranger to coverage recently, Connor Mckinstry. Discmania 1 and... Well, he's the one of
Discmania 2 and 2. Yeah, crushing it at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's a crush of a drive.
Yeah, and also, speaking of crushing, look at that start of the back 9 through some of the hardest holes of the course.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good 4 in a row to get. Unfortunate bogey there to finish it off, but hey, I think anyone would be pretty stoked with that run. Similar from Levi as well, really matching each other on that stretch.
We also just saw Andrew Popham also playing really well this year.
100%. We've known he can play for a while, but he's really having a breakout tournament season at the end here. Here's a look at some smooth upshot form. And parked it. So Connor and Levi both sitting on 16 under at the moment. I think as it stands, they will be 2 strokes off the lead, so they're really needing the birdie here.
Levi using some local knowledge, playing off the green.
Yeah, nicely done to throw that on as much hyzer as he did to make sure it catches edge and push forwards. Sometimes if they land perfectly flat on those golf greens, they can just get stuck to the ground.
Nice birdie from Connor.
Back on the birdie train.
That'll be his 5th for the back 9.
You can see a lot of movement around the course. We had a huge gallery out there for the final round. It's pretty exciting right down to the wire finish.
Yeah, it's been fantastic to be part of massive growth in New Zealand disc golf over the past couple of years and just seeing the galleries grow and grow and grow.
Of course, yeah.
Especially during majors. And that was a star frame for this Chase Card. Playing well.
So, hole 16, 115 metre straight par 3. There's a bit of OB on the left side, but I'd expect most of these boys to steer clear of that. It's really just distance control, making sure you get yourself over that bunker and skipping into the basket. So Levi looking at the forehand approach. Fading out a bit early there, but well within his putting range, I'd say. Probably edge of circle. Joe with a pretty strong forehand as well.
Taking it a bit higher and wider.
It's looking Levi. Good though.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be a similar spot.
Knowing
really.
Connor, he'll be going for the backhand, and I'm not too sure how Andrew would approach this one, but let's see if they go 50-50 for the card.
Great shot.
It's deceptive though. I can't tell if that was short or if that slid up to parked.
Well, he got his line right at the very least.
Yeah. So 50-50, and that's looking perfect. just the right amount of turn out the hand. Oh, he's juiced it.
Yeah. Taking his time.
That's an amazing putt there. We replay from Crafties. So even though these guys aren't competing for the top spots, every single stroke at the moment is massive because some pretty big payouts for our majors this season. It's great to see the progress in that part of the game as well.
Let's see if Connor can match him. Oh, off the very top band, the inner band.
Yeah, that could have been a big momentum putt for Connor there. If he made that, he would have been one off the lead with 2 to play with a pretty gettable birdie for hole 17. Let's see what Levi can do. And he's put it into the cage as well. So he had a chance to take one on Connor there.
Yeah, a bit of nervy putting here on hole 16. Wonder if my presence with the camera kind of changed things a little bit.
Yeah, Chris comes in and shake it up a bit all of a sudden.
But
the camera.
No excuses because lead card obviously being filmed their entire round.
Hi, I'm Innova Team Captain Nate Sexton. Welcome to our instructional disc golf series. Maybe even bank over to the right, and that's going to give the putt loft. Slight flex line, so you'll see this come out a little bit higher to give you a variety of different shot shapes. The farthest away player should go first towards the basket.
Okay, so hole 17, we've got our last par 5, 275, and the basket is tucked around the corner to the right after 2 full drives. Got some guardian trees around the basket which can come into play, but there's not much wind in this final round, so I think most of the players should be looking at a safe hyzer into this basket here. You can get yourself in a little bit of trouble with the hedge on the right if you turn one off the tee, but these guys are on chase card for a reason, so hopefully they can all bomb one down there. Here's a look at Andrew's drive.
Yeah, he's cleared that little gully, so that's a great spot. On the left-hand side.
Pretty high out of the hand, but still a decent distance on that one.
Andrew's got some big power.
Lost that one in the sky, and coming in
very similar spot.
Yeah, they'll be looking at a pretty similar second shot.
Great shape from Joe.
Yeah, classic Joe bomb. And he's cut himself off around the corner a bit. That's perfect.
Classic little air bounce from Connor.
Yep.
That has drifted right. Will he pop out? Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yep. Used the full fairway there.
Pretty good view of the opening to the green, and that is an absolute smash from Andrew.
Yeah, it's a great shape on that one. Being over on this left side here is advantageous, I'd say. Just having a look at the pin for distance reads, and if you've got the distance, I guess you can flex one in there. Let's see if Levi goes for it. I think he wanted that to turn a wee bit more. Unfortunately fading way out to the left, but birdie's still in play.
Yeah, no damage done there for Levi. Let's see if Connor pushes him. Got Joe finding the rough on the right. Needs to keep turning.
This could cut roll to a pretty good spot.
Ooh.
Yeah, he just caught a wee tree stump there. I think if it didn't bounce, it could have actually curled up to the basket.
Joe's in a pretty fortunate position there. He obviously punched through to the other side of the tree. But just getting caught up from those guardians on the left side of the basket.
Right, this is a big shot for Levi here. If he puts this one close, that really puts the pressure on Connor and the players chasing. Yep.
He put that pretty close.
Can't get much closer than on the pole. So they'll really need to be birdieing out at this stage, I think, if they want to put any pressure on that lead card. Bit of wind picking up as well.
No troubles for Connor.
Yeah, so he'll match Levi there.
Matches Levi. Doesn't hit the pole though, but I think he'll be alright. Joe not quite making the connection. Had a slightly obstructed putt. Strong finish for Andrew.
Yeah, nice wee string of birdies at the end there. Really climbing up the leaderboard at the end. And speaking of birdies, Levi and Connor destroying the back nine.
Very impressive. On to the final hole, 18, par 3, 115 metres. The entire green here is an island. Everything outside plays as hazard. There are some sections of OB, specifically on the right-hand side, and there's also a bunker that plays hazard inside the island.
Yeah, great final hole. Just the nature of the island means there's 2, even 3-stroke swings out there, so both Levi and Connor, if they make this inbounds close to the basket, they give themselves a pretty decent chance to take it from the chase card.
Levi, unhappy with that out of the hands.
Not happy with that one. And he finds the back of the bunker.
Ooh, really low from Connor.
Looks like it's heading towards the bunker as well. Yeah, unfortunate.
Had enough momentum.
That was a big chance to take one on Levi there. The difference in positions when you're up the top 5, 6 at these big tournaments can be quite a bit of cash. So there's a lot riding on these final putts here.
Unfortunately, Connor not able to save the par there, so he'll be finishing on a really unfortunate bogey.
Oh, that's clutch from Levi.
Good.
That's a mid-circle 2, I'd say, with a strong wind in front of the crowd. You might be able to see the whole top window of the clubhouse actually packed with people as well, watching the final cards come in. So no pressure on the putting.
It's probably the most exciting par putt you'll ever see, but I mean that's what the gallery on the green of 18 does.
Yeah, got a massive cheer up in the clubhouse as well, especially from Mum.
Joe finding the smallest amount of chain. Tapping in for par to finish. He'll finish on 11 down for the tournament. Andrew finishing on 3 down. And we have Connor finishing 17 under par.
Yeah, and with that massive putt at the end there, Levi manages to sneak 1 stroke on Connor on the final hole.
Woo.
So I believe that has Levi tied for 4th with Ethan. But taking it out on the day, on the final hole, Nate Perkins from the States.
Yeah, our new New Zealand national champion. It's fantastic that he could make it happen. Apparently his first ever A-tier win, which is quite special.
Yeah, it's really cool. And familiar name, New Zealand champion from last year, Jaden Watkinson. Made it all the way to the final hole of the final round, but just unable to finish it off.
Yeah, it was a really spectacular finish. If you're keen to watch it, head over to MDG Media for the lead card final round action. But for us, it's been the New Zealand 2023 National Championships. Everyone put on a fantastic show. It was great to be there. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Chris.
And I'm Ashton, and cheers for joining us for the bonus footage.